Welcome back to Wayne TV. I'm Joel Gilley. I have two very special guests with me. As everyone can see, we're doing our part, wearing our masks. But we have Jeff Holtz, and Jeff has kind of spearheaded this. So I want you to tell us about this and how this all came about, because we're now, of course, in this COVID-19 world and having to find innovative ways to entertain.
Well, and I will say Adam Twist is here, the manager of the Paramount, among other titles that he may have there. Czar and a few others.
Czar.
We were talking about how much the performers love to be at the Paramount, and how much different shows people come to the Paramount for different reasons. That was one of David Wheel's dreams. He didn't just want one thing; he wanted the entire community. I mean, country music. He wanted the symphony. He wanted plays. He wanted musicals. Comedies, sometimes it fall a little flat if I'm in them. But bottom line is, we decided we've got all these restless hams out there in Goldsboro and Wayne County and areas beyond us of people that had performed at the Paramount. And we said, why not, let's just get a little video together. It turned out to be a couple hours or more, but of people contributing. There's songs, there's dance, there's musical numbers, a couple comedy bits, and so it's just our way of those of us who love the community and love performing at the Paramount to give back a little bit.
And Adam, I want you to talk a little bit, because at the Paramount, you guys have been at like a standstill for now throughout this whole thing. But you guys are finding innovative ways to still entertain the community throughout all this.
We're planning for those innovative ways, and you know, the entire industry is at a standstill, and not in a crisis mode, but at a point where we have to, you know, look at ways to reinvent ourselves. We don't know what the duration is that we're going to be facing. Tremendous disruption. It's not dire and it's not crisis, but it is tremendous disruption with profound impact, and, you know, for a duration that we don't know. So we've got creative minds, we've got creative hands and feet, and you know, how do we go about working within, you know, toward our mission, you know, not just at the Paramount, but industry-wide. At the Paramount, we've got really a couple of aspects to our mission. You know, we try to bring in great professional talent and expose people to wonderful, enriching performing arts of all different genres, and we also, you know, become a resource for local arts organizations to generate revenue. We are the theater here in Goldsboro and in Wayne County largely. So how can we accomplish that right now while we aren't able to officially be open to the public? And so, you know, we're looking at adding live streaming, being able to work with small groups, small audiences, and live stream to a larger body. And so we're layering in some of these things. We are looking at you know, when somebody's business model changes, when they realize that, wait a minute, with the number of seats that I can sell, I'm not going to be able to make my cost back on this, and, you know, so the numbers don't work, and they have to pull out of, you know, 2 weeks of production. You know, then how do we then step in and produce? We've been a presenter. We've not been a producer, but myself and the rest of my team there, we all are producers of material historically, and so now we get to kind of take wear a different hat, and try and create material that can drop in effectively, safely, cost effectively, and you know, fulfill that mission a little bit, and also find ways to help those arts organizations to get over this hump. We want them to be here next year. We want them to be here, you know, a couple of years from now. And if we can't make a cost-effective, you know, solution for them, then you know, that's going to be put them in danger. So. You know, we've got ideas. We're waiting for information from the governor and from local and state government in order to you know, really put things into effect.
It's really good that we live in this age that we do, where technology has advanced so much that we can at least pivot. But Look, I'm glad you said that about the business model changing, because it's one thing when a business model changes and you pick the business model to change. It's another thing when it's thrown on you in February, March of this year. So it's hats off to you guys. I mean, it's really cool to hear about the new things that you guys are doing to engage that community and help out the local performing arts as well. So, so we have this video. People can see the video on Wayne TV. They can also head to the Paramount's Facebook page. Is that the best way for them to find it, probably?
Yes. Now, we're not there yet, but we can probably have it there by the end of the day.
Great.
And so that's going to be what we push forward to. And I'll just say one more thing about that. When Jeff came up with this concept, back in early March, when he approached me and said we could get together a number of folks and do this nice little thing, we never dreamed that we'd be here in July, still closed down. We were thinking that if we didn't have that thing done in 2 weeks back in March, that we were going to miss that window. Well, we had mission creep, so that whole thing is much larger. Our closure is much larger than we anticipated. So I think the timing is going to end up being just right.
That's great. Again, you can head to the Paramount and see it on their Facebook page. We'll have it here on the TV channel for you as well. Guys, is there anything else we need to talk about today?
Can I just throw a few names out?
Absolutely.
I know I'll miss somebody, so I'm not going to try to capture everybody, but some of the people that are known in the community: Wanda Beckton, Jim Grant, who's now at the Paramount, Madeline Edwards, Crystal Hodges, Susan Lee, Margaret Bedour, Keenan Stewart, Gene McClendon. It goes on. And these are people that a lot of them were here when the first Paramount burned. And if we fought through all of that, and Mr. Wheel spearheaded that to get the Paramount back like a phoenix, as he says, rising out of the ashes, COVID-19 is not going to shut down the Paramount. We just want to remind everybody that the show must go on, and we're looking forward to hoping they enjoy it.
Absolutely.
Well said.
Y'all, thank you so much for coming in today. Again, check out the video, and keep remembering that the Paramount is going to be back like a phoenix. So we'll have some great live performances again, hopefully very soon.